What's going on, people? It's been a long day today, but we finally made it back into the compound and the RV, and we're doing a little cooking. Today I'm gonna cook. It's my second episode of cooking in a small RV kitchen. And today we're keeping it pretty simple. We're gonna do some hamburger steaks with gravy. Um, we're gonna saute up some mushrooms, some onions. I'm finishing up my mashed potatoes. I don't have any milk today, so here's the thing. When you live out in the middle of nowhere like this, you don't always have everything you need, especially to cook. So instead of having milk, I made a butter water mixture. It's actually more butter than water, just to cream these potatoes up a little bit. Because if I don't, they're gonna be really thick. So I've already cooked the hamburgers on the grill. But I got them right here. I did that earlier today. I didn't want to wait till the night to do it. Just wanted to knock that on out. So I'm gonna reheat those and add them to the gravy. But I'm also gonna do these onions and I'm gonna add this au jus. I got a little au jus I'm gonna add to this gravy. This gravy's still working. But yeah, we'll hit it with that au jus, and that should be pretty good. But all right now we're gonna add some. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make some garlic bread. I wanted some cornbread. I just wanted some kind of bread. And I didn't have it. Like I said, I did, so I compromised. I made my own garlic bread. I put some fresh garlic on some, I think it's sourdough bread if I'm not mistaken. Garlic salt or garlic powder and some parsley. And I'm gonna make my own bread today on that. I didn't want to wait to go to the store or have to go to the store to get some bread. But I'm gonna finish whipping these up with this butter water mix just to make them creamier, because they're really thick if you don't do that. And, I mean, I like thick mashed potatoes. I just don't like them that thick. So you can never have too much butter, trust me. But I didn't do any shooting today. There's a thinking about going fishing here in a couple days. They've cleared out the pond. The ponds are actually growing up around here. They were really hard to get to, but most of the farmers have mowed around them, and all the ones I have permission to fish at, they're mowed down. So we might be doing a fishing video soon. Like again, I said, I'm using this old hand mixer like my grandmother used to use to make mashed potatoes, pies, cakes, whatever she needed to use. I'm still not very good at it though, to be honest with you. I need to take it up to my mom and have her show me how to actually do it. I mean, it's whipping them up. The last time I did it, it was just turning it. I think I got to oil it. This feels kind of stiff today. I don't know if I got it wet and then didn't clean it right. Let's go ahead and add this bread to this pan. Get that toasted up. Got to have bread with gravy. I mean, if you can't slop something in some gravy, then you ain't doing it right. You are not doing it right. We're going to hit this gravy with some sour cream. Give it a little more kick. So we're gonna add some sour cream to that. Like I said, sour cream and butter. I eat this like that all day long. All day long. I can make scratch gravy. That's not scratch gravy tonight, unfortunately. But I can make it, and we'll make some here real soon. We'll make some here real soon. Let me taste this. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. We're going to add some. We're going to hit it with some pepper for sure. Hit a little pepper. And we hit it with a little salt. Last time I made dill mashed potatoes, they were really good. But because I'm making this with gravy, And I'm going to cover them with gravy. I'm really probably not even going to put any butter on them because you're going to taste mainly the gravy. We're going to turn that off for a sec till we need it again. That turned out to be perfect. Nice and perfect for what I'm trying to do with it. We're going to, let's heat these hamburger steaks up a little bit, just a little bit, and add them to go ahead and add those to the gravy. And then we're going to do our onions and mushrooms. We're going to turn that down a little bit because we're cooking on high. Have anybody ever see a show called Cooking on High? It was when these guys, they would get cannabis and they would compete on the show. They would, two chefs would cook their recipe. They'd give them ideas or whatever that they had to cook, and they would cook it. And then the judging panel would come in and get fucking lit. I mean, lit. And they would eat this food and they'd be like, oh my God, it's so good, like the best food they ever had. Well, what really wasn't the best food you ever had, you're just stoned as hell. That's why it's so good. So when I say Cooking on High, it reminds me of that show. And it was one of my favorite shows. I don't know why it went up the air. Or I think it might have had 3 or 4 seasons, but it was a cool show. I really enjoyed it. It made me laugh a lot. Yeah, Cooking on High. If you ever get a chance, look up an episode or 2 of it. It's pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny. Like I said, if you can cook anywhere, you can cook anywhere. And cooking in a small RV kitchen isn't bad. But it's going to make, when I get a new house, my kitchen's going to be freaking huge because of this situation. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to grow. I knew how it was going to be when I came up here living off grid. I knew I would start with an RV and grow from there. And I've adjusted well. I don't mind. I love to cook, so I can cook anywhere. Like I said, I work for a company that we're going to go ahead and take these out. And they'll heat up in that gravy also. We're going to turn this gravy back on in a minute. We'll take that out. My company sent me to Dallas. I worked in Dallas for 14 months, and I stayed in a hotel room, an extended stay hotel room. It had a small little kitchen. Had a big refrigerator, though. It had a full-size refrigerator. Didn't have a sink. No, it had a sink. It didn't have a stove. It had two-eye burner, and that was it. A 2-eye burner, and I ended up getting a convection oven. Man, that made the world of difference, that convection oven did. I'm telling you, it really did. We're going to go and put this, get that butter going. Let's go ahead and put this raw garlic in there. Get that cooking. And we're going to add all this gravy here in a little bit. But get all that fresh raw garlic in there. We'll go ahead and add our mushroom. That's going to be the smothered part right there. So yeah, we're making smothered chicken. I'm sorry. Smothered hamburger steaks. I'm going to make me a pantry when I build my house, and I'm going to have it maybe I want it where you can just walk through it, and all your herbs and spices are on this side, and whatever your canned goods, whatever's on this side. But I want it to be where I can just walk through it and grab what I need and keep on booking. I just think that's a cool idea. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But yeah, I want my pantry. I just want to be able to walk through it. I don't want walls. I just want maybe a wall on this side and a wall on this side, and I can walk through it and have chefs right up it with all my spices and stuff, and I have a flour and sugar, whatever, rice down on the bottom part. I already have it in my head. I haven't drawn it yet, but it's definitely in my head how to do it. How to do it. I'm gonna slap somebody's mama. Tonight, probably. I make some damn mashed potatoes. I actually like making mashed potatoes with white pepper. I think it's so much better with white pepper and salt than black pepper. I'm about to get. You can't even find black pepper anymore. And I'm sure when you do, it's probably $10 for this little thing. But I haven't seen any black pepper in the store in forever. I mean, I'll do these dishes later. We can put them on the same spot. But Yeah, I haven't seen black pepper in forever. I can't even remember last time I saw black pepper in the store. The spices are high. Everything's kind of high. We're gonna hit this stuff with we're gonna hit these onions and mushrooms with some onion powder. We're gonna hit them with that. We're gonna hit them with some garlic powder, not salt. We'll hit it with a little bit of salt, but not a lot. I'm trying to really cut down on my salt consumption. I have had high blood pressure in the past. Don't want to do that again, because high blood pressure is not a lot of fun. It can kill you real quick, especially black men. That's when our number one killers. We drop like flies from that shit. So definitely be careful with your salt intake. I'm telling you, for somebody, you know, since I've dropped this 40-something pounds, and that's part of it, I've not really had high blood pressure. It's actually stayed pretty stable, so it's not been bad. But we're gonna hit it with all that. We're gonna thinking about cranking this gravy back up again. I doctored that shit up so good, it doesn't even. I've had it before without doctoring up, and it's just okay. But when you doctor it up, it's off the chain, man. It's a good base. You know, when I make gravy from scratch, I make a roux. I use beef base, the creamy beef base, not the cubes. The cubes are too salty. The chicken and beef base cubes, I don't know if you can get a better one or better brand, but when I go to the store, what I buy are always too salty. I like the base, and the base has more flavor too. Chicken and the chicken base and the beef base. I think I got the vegetable base once because I was making a seafood dish, and that's the only thing I had to work with. And it actually turned out pretty good. We're gonna hit this with a little wine tonight. You know, last time I did the show, I drank some wine and oh yeah, listen to that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But we're gonna do some Sutter Homes White Zinfandel tonight. We're not gonna drink the wine that we're using to cook with. We're gonna just have us a little, maybe have two of them tonight. They're small glasses. You know, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not driving. So we're good. We're good. Damn, that's pretty good for a cheap little $7.99 bottle of wine. That's not, well, Sutter Home's been around forever. I'd be surprised if their stuff wasn't good. I'd be shocked. We're gonna let that reduce down a little bit because I did put a lot in there. I want to see what that tastes like with cooking in that wine juice. We get a piece of mushroom that's down in it. Wine makes such a difference in food. I know a lot of people don't know how to cook with wine or how to use it. But once you start cooking with wine, it enhances the food so much. A lot of people are like, oh, it's got alcohol in it. And alcohol burns out. So you're really just getting the flavor of the wine. It's like when you pair wine with food, the wine brings out the food. It brings out a lot of the flavors or stuff that you didn't even taste in the flavors. I've taken a bite, hit some wine, and be like, damn, that's not bad. I don't really do that much anymore. If I'm going to eat, and I'm going to drink my wine, whatever. But if you're all about some food and that's something you're getting into, you want to get into, definitely cook with wine and definitely eat with wine. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference. So, and see, that's done reduced down. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the, you know what, we're going to put these potatoes on. These potatoes got a little too cold for me. So we're going to add a little bit of this butter water mixture where they won't burn up for one. And two, they'll be a little creamer and they're not going to just stick to the pan when they're heating up. But we're just going to do it for a second. And you know, if you continue to stir something while it's on the flame, it won't stick, it won't burn, and it will heat up the way you want it to heat up. So always remember, Stir your stuff. You don't just put it. I've seen people put macaroni and cheese on the flame. I'm like, hey, you know, you put any milk in that? Next thing you know, it's burnt. It's smoking. You done scorched it. Done burnt the bottom of it. So anytime you're making a sauce, a cheese sauce, just remember, add your cubes to it or whatever you're adding to it, but continue to stir it. And that will keep it, that'll make it hot. It'll keep it from burning. It'll keep it from burning. I could eat French fries, home fries, potato cakes, baked potato, mashed potatoes, hash browns, any kind of potato shit. Oh boy here, Scotty 2MF and Hottie, eat it all day long. All day long. I'm definitely a meat and potato kind of guy. No doubt about it. I can eat meat and potatoes. I do probably eat a potato every day. Even if it's French fries, potato chips. If we're going out to eat, I always get a baked potato or mashed potatoes. So, yeah. No doubt. We're going to put this in. Let's, we're going to heat this up a little more. I'm not going to add anything else to these potatoes. They're about spot on, man. They're still a little chunky, so they still taste like mashed potatoes. Not too runny, not too thick. A lot better than the dill mashed potatoes I made the other night, for sure. We're going to put that on a plate. We'll put that on a plate. We're about ready to plate her up. So I hope everybody had. It was a beautiful day up here today. It rained almost all last night, but it dried up this morning, and I didn't shoot, man. I actually went out. I went out and met a friend for lunch. I went to the mall. Ended up doing my laundry after all that, but yeah, I wasn't on the homestead that much at all today. I really wasn't. I was out running around trying to do some stuff, trying to have a little fun. You know, it's not always work. You gotta cut loose and go do something. See somebody. Go see somebody. But anyway, that's what I did most of the day. But I'm about ready to plate this up and call it a day. And let's see. We're going to start out with this one hamburger steak. Definitely get a lot of this mushroom and gravy on this bad boy. I've been craving this for a couple of days. This and blackened salmon, I have been craving for a couple of days. Probably blackened salmon tomorrow. Put a little parsley on there. And there you go. Hamburger steak, mashed potatoes, and garlic bread. We're going to sit down with a glass of wine, and we're going to enjoy that. And like always, appreciate you guys watching my videos, taking the time. I know this is probably a little longer one than I wanted it to be. But, you know, just cooking in a small RV kitchen, show you what I do. You do something different, show me, and we'll go from there. But much love to y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.